Good morning, everyone. StrifeCal. We are playing some more For a Vast Future. And we are heading into Sylvington Base. Take two. We cleared out a few of the guards here. I'm not sure which way we actually want to go. There's a guard over here guarding an elevator, and there's also another elevator that's already clear. So I guess let's do the elevator that's clear first. Now, we may need to do a little bit of a grind here, but I'm gonna see if we find anything else and try and focus on required fights for the time being. Welcome, are you the tour group? You'll be interested to know that we've created a simulation of the second superweapon strike. It's not as bad as we thought it would be. Wait a second, where's your badge? Intruders, stay away! Okay, so this scientist doesn't have a ton of hit points, but I'm thinking that this could be a problem. They have a lot of status effects. So I think we're going to start off with... let's start off with smoke. Perfect. And apparently they're actually really squishy, so we'll just finish them. Supercomputer? Ugh. I'm not sure what that status effect is. I'm assuming it's like a doom effect. Okay, and explosives do work here. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Okay, let's continue looting here. Medicine. That's new. Let's see. Looks like this guard is going to be the first guy, so let's focus on him first. He's weak to explosion. Should be easy to take down. We'll go ahead and grab shock ammo for the Preciser. Very low chance of actually succeeding there, so I think we go War Gear, Grenade, Toxic Soldier? No. I guess we go Zap Grenade here. It's overkill, but it'll do the job. And Pent is a little stronger, so we should be able to one-shot that guy from there. Yep. It's more desperate ammo. I'm very curious to see how that one works. It's stronger when you are at lower hit points. So we just haven't had a good opportunity to use it yet. can continue on with shock here. Do I want to just... Yeah, let's see if we can get a kill here. Nope. Not enough damage to actually kill something with just ammo. Don't feel like we've got enough to kill with a Molotov here, but let's try. Should at least get us to a point where we can finish these guys off. Try and preserve some ammo. Remember to actually switch back to basic, which is not something I'm usually good at. That's Tango. Okay. That's the Sekiro bow. So I guess we're going back to... Okay, okay. I'm gonna grab charm ammo here. No. I think we just go basic. Finish this guy off. I was gonna try and, like, disrupt the other one, but I don't feel like it's worth it. Biobomb. It's new. Injector. Death countdown. Calls for a remote control tank. Okay. Actually, we've got this bomb that might one-shot. Not enough. Okay. We do have a taser. Wasn't quite enough. That'll finish him off. And now we're back around and should be good to just finish this guy off. Gears, and this must be a supercomputer. Or something. Deactivated laser barrier, though. So we've got our way through. I don't see anything else here. I was kind of expecting to find something a little bit more, but I'm not, so... I guess we'll take it and run with it. So now the question is... Okay, let's just take this guy out. Now the question is, with the laser barrier... with laser barrier down, now we've got two ways to go again, unfortunately. And one of them feels like it should be the way forward. Oh, there's two laser barriers. Okay. I hadn't noticed that before, and that actually makes this a lot easier to decide, because it's pretty obvious. You have to turn both the laser barriers off. It's not either or. This is actually a good opportunity to mention. The way that the enemies move on the overworld is actually really cool. I'm under strict orders from General Chirk to apprehend intruders. Okay. Taser. Zap grenade. Yeah, the way the enemies move on the overworld is actually really neat, and I love the fact that you can kind of... It doesn't work every time because of the way that it reacts to certain like corners or certain distances, but the fact that you can kind of lure them away and then go around them is really neat. And I mean, as a well-known fan of Lufia 2, I am definitely a fan of that sort of process for a game, for an overworld, like encounter chart, I guess. The more RPGs I play, the less random battle encounters on an overworld feel good to me. Empty containment tunes like the ones where Darius was held, filled with phosphorescent liquid. It doesn't seem like anyone was housed here. Rounded glass is smooth and unmarked. Its metal gleams. Did the war end before this tube was ever used? Bubbles rise through the viscous liquid in the tube. Okay. That's a lot of words. Deactivate laser barrier 2. Yeah, like, I'm not saying no random encounters. I'm saying some way to deal with or mitigate or address them. You know, a lot of games have options now to toggle encounters or to items that'll like turn down encounter rates that actually do something, unlike, you know, smoke and breath of fire, which may as well be a joke. But ones where they have enemies present on the overworld that you can actually avoid, like, it's a rare occasion where it feels like, like Chrono Trigger is not the example. There's so many times where I would, you know, go, oh yeah, I mean, just look at how Chrono Trigger does it. And honestly, it's one of the things that is, like, I like the way that Chrono Trigger does it, but it's not at the level that a lot of modern stuff does it. But, that a lot of modern stuff does the same thing. Because their encounters are very static and triggered. There's not really good ways to go around them unless you are, like, in a lot of cases it's, you know, pixel perfect speedrunning tech to go around it. Oh jeez. Okay. Okay. It is, so it shows all of these, but it limits which ones you can actually go to based on the shading. Junkatron. I like how they just kind of have Junkatron strewn throughout. Let's see what medicine does. Restore a large amount of HP. Okay, cool. Honestly, I'm pretty good with where we're at. I guess let's go ahead and just grab some more grenades. We've got some medicine already. We should be good for a lot of those. Information. Although many Cerealians were understandably hesitant to embrace our augmented technology, some of the military's most prominent figures have seen its promise. Indeed, even Horizon himself is beginning the augmentation process. Okay. General Chirk has us working under strict deadline. Busy. Worked here for the past 25 years. Things have changed a lot. Okay. Apparently we can just walk right through. If you ever tried an energy drink, it'll increase your speed and strength in combat. That's interesting. I don't feel like sacrifice is where I want to be right now. Honestly, if I switch Tarn over to gunning, if I switch Tarn over to gunning, I might, because he has the highest HP by a pretty good margin. Oh, jeez. We keep going with the taser. He should be able to finish either of these off with the taser. Oh, that's bad. I guess at this point we go. And she's finished this guy off with a basic shot. The other option would be to like check a Molotov just to do a little damage and hope that it finishes this one off. Guess we'll go with that. Slightly more efficient use of the turn. Finish that guy off. Put a good dent in that guy. And zap him. $10 scrap, okay. And that looks like a boss fight incoming. Let's go ahead and first aid here. Basic. Basic. I'm just gonna start everybody on basic at least. We let you rebel in here. We let ourselves in, thank you very much. And who might you be, little girl? I'm Chell, Hogton's greatest adventurer. I hope that isn't supposed to impress me. Since you clearly don't know, I'm General Chirk. I run things here, and I'm displeased with my security team right now. What sort of incompetent allows a stupid little girl and her ragtag friends to get this close to classified information? Who are you calling stupid, Metal Man? We're the ones who should be asking you questions. None of this concerns you, lowly peasants. Go back to your lives and let the Cerealian government operate without interruption. Sir, if I may, I've served in the Cerealian army for many years, and you may not, soldier. Did I give you permission to speak? Don't talk to my friend like that. What's a brat like you gonna do about it? It'll make you regret ever crossing paths with us. How frightening. Don't you know that your magic pistol won't harm me? I'm an augmented human. This is true. He appears to be similar in construction to me, although a much stronger version. Don't insult me like that. I'm no bucket of bolts. I resent your remarks. I am more human than you. Enough of your chatter. Your fun ends here. Okay. So I think we're going to start with blind again. Even if it's a low chance, it's a chance. I'm going to assume that shock is the valid one here. Nope. Resistant to shock. So let's get a scan. General Shirk. Weakness to explode. Okay. Preparing the rocket. And explosion actually is great. That means that I can switch back over and just start going to town. I don't have the ability to have both of them doing explosive damage, unfortunately. But I can have Darius. I need to actually remembering their names. Darius, it's like Chell, Darius, Tarnstrom, and Penton, I think. Anybody need healing before I use this? Nope, bomb. There goes the rocket. I'll go ahead and just use that, even though he's still a ways out. Getting a little nervous at how well this is going. Do I have another rocket? Do I need to use another? I don't feel like I need to use another rocket. I think I just chuck some more bombs. There's a freebie. He's a way out on his turn. I'm gonna get 2 more bombs here. Yeah, no, we're good. And Chell is even fast enough that we can get an extra turn out of her before Penton goes. Probably didn't even need the bomb. Probably could have gotten away with a grenade. Not bad for a stupid girl and her ragtag friends. You haven't seen the last of me. Why'd he call me a bucket of bolts? I do not understand. Come on. The supercomputer must be ahead. We can find out more information here. Into the basement finally. RC tank. Looks like there's a treasure chest over here. Let's do a quick run over here. Just in. Okay, that's just the way out. Whoops. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something up there. Once again, my general philosophy is to go the wrong way first, whenever possible when playing RPGs. It increases the chance that you find, like, hidden items or hidden passages and such. I'm kind of terrified right now. Because we just beat a boss, but I'm thinking there's going to be another one here. Stop running. We've got you now. Or do you? Oh, do you? Or perhaps you've walked into my trap. There's 4 of you, but only 1 of me. Unfair, so I called in some help. Let's make it more even. This is concerning. You, Chirk, tell us what's happening here. What's an augmented human? Well, since you've made it this far, perhaps I owe you an explanation, although you won't be allowed to tell anyone. That's what you think. Listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. The war ended years ago when the Cerealian superweapon fired on Termello. At the time, the army was working on its robotic super soldier program. Your metal buddy over here was no doubt a product of that program. But I'm part human. I know it. You see, we were working on creating the ultimate soldier. Powerful, destructive, and lacking emotional capacity. Soulless, you might say. I have a soul. Perhaps you may think that, but it's only part of your programming. Your primary directive has always been to kill. Seems you've done fine job at it, judging by how far you've gotten. The end of the war signaled that the abandonment of our ongoing programs, or so we thought. But a select few of us, with some generous funding from Capital City, managed to salvage what we had started. Our work continues. The vast future program. This one's smart. Why aren't you the leader instead of that snotty child? What's your goal then? What's in it for you? Simple. This world's not going to last much longer. We plan to escape and rebuild our society. That could never work. Foolish kid. You should have enjoyed what you had, living in happy ignorance in your backwater town. Instead, your greed will be the end of you. What do you mean when you say the world isn't going to last? Enough chit-chat. I have an important meeting, so if you don't mind. You son of a... Keep your hands off us! I am human, and I will destroy you. Good. Just as you were programmed. General Chirk. Use shield. Secretary. And elite guard. Great. At least we predicted the weakness correctly. I'm going to assume that I can't impact him yet, so I'm going to just aim at her here. Glad I healed. And I'm actually going to... Let's use an energy drink on Chell. And given where we're at here, explode damage to a target, chance to poison all enemies. Random target. Let's call it an RC tank. Cool. That was a crit. That felt good. I mean, pierce damage, causes weakness. We already have the weakness, so I don't feel like that's necessary. Are we just at the point now where I think I better start healing, just to be safe. So I'm gonna have Tarn start tossing first aid at anyone who's under 100 hit points, I think. I think that's the tank that we're seeing triggers on, and I am vastly disappointed. Secretary down. My secretary! No! You'll pay for this! Get sight. Could use a shock. I feel like we need to take out the little guy first. But I also feel like they're targeting down the bigger threat is good. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. And in this case, we're using medicine on Chell. That is really sad. Nice. So, that's actually really impressive, what we just saw. Medicine is largely impacted by your dexterity score. The regular medicine healed Chell for a lot more when Penton used it, compared to when Chell used it on herself. I don't want to aim at the guy in the back. There we go. That works. 10 to 15 explode damage. I guess we'll get piercing on her. I don't want to break the charm. That's what I'm looking at here. There is Remedy. Unstun Dar. Trying to think of what else would be good here. I mean, I guess delay is probably his best option. Even if it's not great. Actually, we got the stun chance off, so that's better than it would have been. So he's preparing an attack. Poison's over, charm's over. Okay. Actually, let's toss another energy drink at Chell, because I'm assuming her focus is out. she can focus down on that guy, and the shrapnel hits are still doing good damage. And then we can switch her back over to piercing. Why is she critting so hard? I mean, I'm perfectly content with this, but I don't know why. Also. Everybody gets a level, everybody gets 200 SP. My cyborg parts are damaged. The agony. You'll never stop the vast future program. It's too late to change anything, damn you. Okay. What's this? Must be the supercomputer we keep hearing about. Let's look closer. Some sort of timer? Launch in. Charging still in progress. I can't believe it. This is difficult for even me to process. This is accurate. The super weapon is due to fire in a matter of weeks, meaning doomsday is fast approaching. And the government has known about this all along. Despicable. Didn't give people the opportunity to prepare for the end. We have to do something. Let's deactivate the weapon. Our best shot at trying to change something is in Capital City, where the super weapon was developed. Maybe we can shut it down from there. Capital City's to the northeast. Through the mountains, back where I started in the army. I trained there. We can stop this. We've gotten this far. They can't get away with us. I admire your human optimism. I will help how I can, but I'm just a robot, it seems. Darius, your strength and logic have helped us so far. You're more than just a robot. Thank you. It would mean a lot to me if I could feel gratitude. Jeez. I can't believe my military service was spent in support of such heinous actions. I renounce my past. I'm willing to sacrifice myself to make it all right again. To make right all of the wrongs I've supported. Sounds like we're all agreed. The turnpike leads right to Capital City, but there will be many obstacles along the way. There's another gate just across the bridge. We'll need to find a way through. Let's go. There's no time to waste. Very cool. Door's locked. Very cool. Oh. Uh-oh. The cultists, they broke through the gate and hijacked the tower. Koval Satellite Tower? Last I heard it had been commandeered by the Seralian army. They want to accelerate the super weapon. Why would they do that? Great, now what? I need to take a detour to Koval. It sounds like these cultists may have found a way to communicate with the super weapon. Maybe we can stop them and shut down the super weapon in the process. Koval is due east in the mountains. If this furthers our purpose of trying to prevent mass destruction, I support this divergence. However, I remain unconvinced that the super weapon can be stopped. And to be honest, never mind. What was that? Nothing. Okay, let's take out the super weapon. Let's take out the cultists. Okay. Very cool. So, that was a pretty cool section. And honestly, I'm really liking the direction this story is taking and the pace it's going at. It described itself as a bite-sized RPG. It's under 10 hours gameplay, and I feel like with that in mind, especially, knowing how far we are and what we've seen thus far, it feels like the pace is good for that. Like, okay, we know we have a pretty good idea as we go. Like, okay, let's just real quick look at the map. So, like, there've been a couple smaller sections here. And then we had Green Spring in the mines. in Sylvington, and now we already know about the radio tower. We know that there's the military base on the way, and we know that Central City is likely where we need to go to stop them. So they've done a very good job of signposting and kind of laying out all of these future things. And I mean, the first mission was to get to Sylvington. Like, from the beginning, we were told Sylvington was the goal. And again, like, there were, like, when we met Barrett, or when we met Tarnstrom, like, he mentioned Sylvington as well. So the fact that even though it is as short as it is, theoretically, I don't know how long it actually will go, I love the fact that it does such a great job putting in all of these, like, it doesn't feel like it's rushing into everything. It gives you signposts that are a few steps out instead of going town dungeon. You're not always reacting to the... You're still reacting to the immediate problem, but you still have a longer goal. So it's... feels less episodic than some RPGs do. That's maybe the best way to put it. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.